So now I've got the option to connect something up down there. Here's the end of the extension cable. Energy. If it weren't for me being a former student of physics, I'd call that kind of action suicide. Now, the end of the cable's hanging directly in the water. The wire rope is wrapped tightly around the pipe. I guess it's an earth for the water pump. I'll put the cable into the connecting terminal on the pump. I think that's the power connection for the water pump. I guess there were no power plugs back then. Oh, that's just one pole. Does this thing use direct current? So that thing on the pipes isn't an earth. It's probably the second pole. The power cable is now hanging through the grill and straight into the water. The electricity is on. I should be careful with... Quite a clear design. The motor's on the right, the pump device is on the left. The two are connected with a long shaft. You can turn the pump on and off with that. You can even adjust the direction of rotation and the speed. Theoretically, I could pump the cellar full of water again, slowly or quickly. That looks good. Here's to electricity. Must be a seriously heavy water bucket if you need a chain like that to lift it. If I wrap the chain around the drive shaft, I could use the water pump as a winch. I hope the motor's powerful enough. I can't wind the chain anymore. Something's blocked.
What are you up to? I'm impressed.
Damn, and I thought I'd pulled the plug out of the bath.
Good to know. I could lock up unwelcome visitors in here.
It really would have been better to have taken a hotel room.
Valentina,
Yes.
what do you think's going on with this cage?
I don't think that's a cage, in the usual sense.
How come? Isn't it a wonderful torture device, especially with the water?
Oh, right. So that's your interpretation of a normal cage usage.
Don't forget, I'm being possessed by an 800-year-old tyrant. I've hung the rope into the well.
What are you thinking of doing with the rope?
When I pull on it, you turn on the winch up there and let me down. When I'm running out of air down there, I'll pull again and you winch me back up.
I think I can manage that.
Okay, hold your breath. That was close. It's just getting better and better here.
Adrian? Adrian! Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. I'm okay. Just a little touch and go, that's all.
Is everything really? Wow. I've never seen anything like this. Isn't that just so impressive?
Well, I'm so glad you like my humble wine cellar. A rusty helmet. Somebody probably lost it. A stone coffin, I'm thinking.
What are you doing?
I'm opening the coffin?
Have you ever heard of rest in peace?
What? When there could be something inside that's vital to our mission?
I just don't think this is right. Not one bit.
Can't get the lid open any further, but it's moved enough to see inside. There's an arrowhead in here. Still looks pretty good. I'm gonna take that with me. There's a weird disc thing lying among the bones.
That looks like a round shield a warrior might use.
Something sticking out of the dust. A piece of jewelry, shaped like a fish. There are only a few bones in here, nothing else. Looks like an offering dish to me. Oops. I wouldn't know what I might. Now that's what I call a door. Solid stone with iron bands and 6 locks.
Now that's what I call a door.
I wouldn't know what I might.
I see. The Gordons seem to take their guardian duties very seriously. You're not going to get past this door all too easily. A helmet like the Crusaders wore in the 13th century. I'd love to know who lost this one here. That's an offering dish. So this statue is probably a representation of a pre-Christian god. I've never... A small boat. Could that be important? Adrian, have you seen this here?
Ah, thanks. I hadn't seen it until now.
A very strange depiction. What can it mean? Ah, I'm sure that represents the Black Mirror. The Death's Head is symbolic of death. 7 people, all a little different. Could they perhaps represent different societal groups from their time back then? 3 people are lying down, 4 are standing. In the middle, there's an altar chiseled in. I don't know all the symbols, but they seem to be describing something. At least it looks like they've been divided into 7 groups. Perhaps each of the symbol sequences describes one of the people on the upper half.
There's a metal capsule hanging between the chain links. Is that a little door? Oh, it is a door. And inside the capsule there's a golden key. Or maybe just gilded. A hole the size of a hand. No idea how deep it is. What's that? A map?
Yes, it could be a map of this place.
There's a rusty broken sword lying on the ground here. No idea how that could have got here.
Forged by an expert hand. Simple, precise, and deadly.
Adrian, what have you got there?
Regrettable that the passing of time has taken its toll on such a fine weapon. It's no more than a rusty bar of steel. Yet the hilt has lasted well. I will.
Adrian,
What?
what's happening to you?
I've no idea. I must have blacked out. I'm back now. I'm so close to where I want to be. Why should I? I've got no idea how that works. Looks like some kind of a scale, and it's connected to these chains. Now, what should I weigh? Valentina,
Yes.
looks like someone scratched their memoirs on the wall.
The hieroglyphics on the wall seem to be describing certain things which were dangerous for them back in those days.
Bread being important I can get. But a bone?
No, I don't mean each symbol on its own, but a row of symbols describes a person, for example.
So, like, bread would belong to a baker then?
Yes, but it can also describe other people. Bread was baked by bakers, sold by traders, and also then eaten at some point.
Does it say how you get the door open as well?
Right now, I don't see any connection.
A couple of sticks of dynamite could come in handy right now.
I doubt it. It has to be the case that only people of pure heart can go further down. Dynamite is a somewhat brutal option.
Hieroglyphic after hieroglyphic. There's something different about this tablet. A whole load of symbols. Fish, crown. A whole load of symbols. A whole load of symbols. Fish, crown. No idea. Bones, and so on. 7 people standing around the place. A strange death. I'll try it in all the locks. Well, the key fits in all the holes, but it won't turn. I'll leave it here. Think about it, Adrian. Something's...
There's nothing.
Think about it, Adrian. Something's missing. The last key didn't fit. Maybe this one. Now that's what I call it. I'll try it in all the locks. Well, the key fits in all the holes. I'll leave it here.
7 people, all a little different. Could they perhaps represent different societal groups from their time back then? 3 people are lying down, 4 are standing. In the middle, there's an altar chiseled. The one lying here has a crown, could well be a king. The other, a warrior perhaps. Symbolically, both rather. The standing ones seem to be normal people. You see that there?
Yeah. Those aren't hieroglyphics.
That's Latin. Your ancestors must have written that.
And what does it say exactly?
A warning. Beware, guardians of the shades. They will take possession of your soul as soon as you venture into the dark.
Shades? Is that some kind of metaphor?
No, I don't think so. In the Book of Guardians, it said that Marcus had to battle through an army of shades that his brother had summoned out from the mirror.
Makes sense. First Mordred, now Shades. Well, my soul's not gonna get bored, that's for sure. Huh, there's a loose note at the last page. The ancients' graves are watched over by their shades. Their fate has been thus for thousands of years now, with no end ever envisaged. They were born in death, and it is death they wish to spread. The ancients forced them into our world. Thus, they don't belong here. They can be neither. This is one proper labyrinth. Where now? Straight ahead or to the right?
Did you see that? In the room ahead.
What is that?
No idea, but it's moving.
Is that one of those shades?
Whatever it is, we shouldn't get too close to it. Be a good idea to close the door.
Huh? How did you know that the switch was the right one?
I didn't. That's what you call putting your faith in God.
I need Valentina's help. Dust, bones, and a crown. That has to be a king's grave.
Or a thief's. One that stole a king's crown.
Ugh, the whole niche is full of humans. Well, not quite. Here's a bowl. There are Roman numerals.
There's only dust in here. Oh, and a weird-shaped staff.
Looks like it could be like the ones that the bishops carry, or shepherds.
Minute now, I'll get how this thing works. There are 6 different keyholes. Looks like all of the capsules have gold keys in them. I've got no idea how many of them there are. I really ought to find out. Looks like I've got no idea.
7 people standing around the place.
Three people are lying. The one lying here has a crown. Could well be a king. The other, the standing ones, seem to be normal people.
Minute now, I'll get... There are 6 long chains hanging against the wall, running from floor to ceiling, and then they disappear into holes. And there are 6 different keys. Looks like all of the capsules have gold. I've got no idea how many of them. There are 6. Looks like I've got no idea.
There's nothing.